All right, what's going on, guys? We're back for another video. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to actually set up a brand new Etsy store and go ahead and integrate Printful with it. If you don't know Printful, they're a print-on-demand partner that works really well with Etsy, and they also integrate with a lot of other big platforms like Amazon and Shopify and a lot of other ones. So this is the strategy that I've used to actually quickly launch an Etsy brand, create a store. Right now, I'm running a general store, but my plan is to start creating more and more niche stores. And Etsy's fine with you having multiple stores as long as you just set them up on a different email account. So I'm just going to go over setting up a store today and then actually integrating that store with Printful. So if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below to get updates on e-commerce, print on demand, and everything else that I'm doing online to make money on the side of my day job. And of course, check the description below for all of the links that we talk about in this video. And let me know down below in the comments if you're selling on Etsy using Printful and how that's going for you so far. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this video so it doesn't draw on too long. So I'm over here on the Printful homepage, and I just wanted to show you guys a little bit about Printful before we get started. So like I mentioned, they're a print-on-demand company. They do all of the shipping and fulfillment for you, and the really nice thing is they'll even generate the mock-ups for you. If you need to handle any kind of returns, they'll handle returns for you as well. And they have tons and tons of products to choose from. So we have everything from embroidered hats to t-shirts for, men, women, and kids. And they even have like toddler onesies in here, which is really cool. Fanny packs, phone cases, sports bras. I think they just launched jewelry a couple months ago. Tote bags, backpacks, flip-flops, dresses, leggings, and so many more. Let's actually take a look at some of the pricing. Now, I've mostly been doing t-shirts with this process, so I haven't even really played around with some of the other products on here, but as you guys can see, you can really do whatever you want, and you make a store very easily to, cater to the market that you're in. So let's take a look at some of the men's clothing. All right, so I wanted to show you guys just some basic pricing. You can see we have a lot of different options here. The men's champion t-shirt starts at $18.50. Pretty pricey on that one. The one that I want to focus on, though, is the unisex premium t-shirt. This is the Bella and Canvas 3001, and then I also utilize the unisex basic soft style t-shirt here. That's a Gildan shirt. And the reason I utilize both of these is if I have a very basic design that I know just looks good on maybe black, white, gray, and I think the other one's navy here. Could be a different gray scale. But this shirt's great because it's $8.95. Now, Printful is going to charge you for the shipping, so you can pass that on to your customer. And I'll talk a little bit more about that later in this video. But if I have a very simple design that I know only looks good on a few different colors, I'm only going to use, the colors that are offered on this one, the $8.95 shirt, because I can still charge a higher price point for this shirt, keep it in line with the prices that I'd be charging on this $12.95 shirt. And make a much higher margin. So normally with pricing, right now what I've been doing is pricing all of my shirts between $21.95 and $23.95 with free shipping. And I switched that because before I had a model where I was doing $19.95, sometimes even less, but I was charging for shipping and just passing, the $4 or so fee for shipping through to my customer. But Etsy has recently changed their algorithm, so now that they're actually showing shirts and products that have free shipping higher in the search results. So they're starting to favor that more and more, to compete with Amazon and some of these other big platforms. But that being said, guys, so I use this one for kind of my basic shirts, and then my more, the shirts where I want to have a lot of color options, I'll use this $12.95 shirt. Price point's definitely higher, but it gives us all of the colors we need, and it's going to give us the option to still make some margin, especially if we're charging, closer to that $22.95 or $23.95 price point. Then you guys can see, we're having $10 profit before shipping and before fees, and then if we calculate that down, Etsy is going to take a percentage. I believe it's 10% for the final listing fee on when it sells, and then we're also going to get hit with shipping. So at $23.95, we're seeing an Etsy fee of about $2.40. Our product cost is about $13, and then shipping's about $4. So that's let's see, 17, 18, 19, about $19.50. And so we're still able to make, you know, about a little over $4 if we charge the $23.95 price point. So you guys can see how if we can get our store up to, you know, where it's doing 3 or 4 sales a day, that's some decent income just from a really simple Etsy store. So those are my main 2 products. Obviously, there's a lot more on here. So if you guys want to get into, for example, all over prints, you can see they're here. $28.95 though. The price point's pretty high on those. The unisex tri-blend they have. So again, guys, there's tons and tons of different options, but those are my 2 favorites. So what we're going to do is now we're actually going to register a store on Etsy, and then I'm going to show you guys how to integrate and upload our first design. So we actually need to register a brand new store. I did just create a new email address, but we're going to use the turtle niche today. Don't try emailing this because I'm going to delete it after the video, but you guys get the idea. All right. All right, so we just made a new Etsy account. Let's go ahead and click sell on Etsy. It's gonna ask us some of the basic information, so we're gonna go ahead and walk through getting that set up. Shop language, English, US dollars. Which of these best describes you? I sell part-time but hope to sell full-time. We'll go ahead and click that one. And let's see if this is available. Let's see. Okay. So you got to find a store name that is available. And let's see. I think it's going to force us to add something. So I'm just going to upload a basic image for now. And now we're creating actually our first listing. For now, I'm not really going to put too much information in here. I'm just going to put an image because we're going to create this later in Printful. So let's just add some basic stuff. I did finished product, made to order. Let's see. Okay, so we got a nice little design in there. Save and continue. Again, guys, this is just for demonstration because we are going to come back. What country? We have to put in some banking information. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this out really quick, and we will be right back. All right, guys, so we went ahead and put our bank account information in, and now our shop is open and we're ready to get started with adding our first few free products. You'll notice that one that we created while we were setting this up is already in here. We will be deleting that off later, but let's go ahead and first kind of customize the store a little, and then we'll do the Printful integration here in a minute or so. And you guys can see, you know, we've only been working on this for about 5 minutes here, and we already have our storefront opened up. Which is really cool. So Etsy makes it super, super simple to get this process started. What I'm going to do is just go ahead and grab an image that I downloaded. Let's see if we can find something. It's a little too dark. A great place to get these, guys, is Unsplash. I use Unsplash quite a bit. It's really, really nice. They give free resolution, high resolution images, and you can use them anywhere. So let's just find something turtle related. This one's good. We'll go ahead and download that. Let's see if we can upload. Sometimes these files are actually too big, so we might have to edit it really quick in Photoshop. But while that's going, I'm going to go back over here to Canva. I like to create a very, very simple logo. So let's just see if we can find something to put here. You guys will notice I'm going very quick with all of this. You're going to want to spend more time, but you can also see how quick the process is to actually get started with something like this. Let's go ahead and make that a little bit darker, or sorry, a little more transparent so it matches the other one. Nothing to write home about, but that is going to be good enough to get us started here. So we're just going to use this and get our store kind of pulled together here. So that one's downloading. All right, we have our image up. Perfect, save. Let's add a quick description here. That's going to help us be found on Google with a little search engine optimization. So that is good. Now we can set our location here. We don't really need to do that just yet. Let's go over to the settings. I wanted to just upload the shop little logo here. So let's go ahead and put that in. Oops. And there you guys go. So you can see we have a really simple logo there. It gets our main message across, and we can also in here connect to other things, Facebook, Twitter, etc. But for the sake of this video and keeping it short, we are going to go ahead and pass on that stuff for now. So now you guys can see we have our basic logo, banner, everything in there. We're ready to start adding products, and then we can do some further customization. And spend more time working on the store. But for now, let's go ahead and get our Printful integration set up. So you guys can see we're looking decent here. What we're going to do is we're going to go back over to Printful. Now, I already have an account created that I'm using to sell in some of my other stores. So if you guys don't, obviously you're going to need to go ahead and create a new account with Printful. Once you have your account created, you're going to click over into this stores tab on the left side. So let's go do that really quick. I'm going to blur out some of my other stores, but then we are going to scroll down here and choose a platform. This is a really simple process. Etsy is one of the easiest. Shopify is very simple. I haven't really used WooCommerce, Squarespace. Amazon, I will tell you guys, can be a little bit more complicated. And I've had some problems with the Amazon integration, but it's still super useful. And they're going to give you a nice step-by-step guide here. Printful is really good about having good support. They have a lot of helpful information in here as well. So we're gonna go ahead and allow access. It's already seeing we're logged into the 2 Minute Turtle store here. We're gonna connect this to an existing account. I think it's under this. All right, so now you guys can see that it's getting synchronized into the system. This is going to take a minute or so, and then we're going to go ahead and add a product. But that's how simple it is to actually get this set up and do the Printful integration. That took all about 1 minute. Now we have a world-class, production partner who's going to actually handle all the printing and fulfillment for our products, and we can go ahead and really build out this turtle themed store and add tons and tons of products in here. So we're going to give that a minute to actually work through. Okay, cool guys. So now you can see that our stores are linked. Now it's already pulling in the one product we had in there. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and disregard that because we are going to delete that later. But to create your first product listing, all you need to do is click on add a product here. And then you're going to see a lot of those same, products and options that we have here. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and stick to the basics. So t-shirts. And again, you guys will see the ones that I like to use are right here. So for this design, I'm going to go ahead and do the $12.95 one because I want you guys to see all the color options and just how easy it is to actually customize this. Now, we're going to go ahead and upload a design by clicking on this. There's a lot of really fast, cool ways to do this. So if you guys are using a designer that's uploading all of his or her designs into Google Drive or Dropbox, I use Google Drive, but you can click this and actually directly import files from Google Drive, which is super convenient for doing this process really, really quickly. Let's hop over here and we are going to choose this file. This is a file I made the other day in an example video for Merch by Amazon. So let's hang tight. There it is. And then you're just going to click choose here. And immediately that's going to import the product and actually start putting it as a mock-up on your t-shirts. And now we just click through and we're actually going to select, which colors and variants we want to put it on. So let's see. That one doesn't look amazing. Honestly, this design could have easily gone on the our inexpensive $8.95 shirt because it's looking the best, as you guys can kind of see on the white and black color scales. But I wanted to give some more variety here, so let's try to find a few other color options. It's fine. Let's do pink as well. All right. Now, one thing that you get often down here is because there's so many different color variants, and remember Printful's stocking all of these different shirts, is that sometimes it'll tell you there's some that are discontinued. For example, this blue, this ash color, and this pink one are discontinued in extra small, so we have to uncheck that to actually continue. That's fine for this. If you guys know that someone is going to need that, then you're going to have to take that color off and try to find another option that's going to work well. But this is going to be fine. We're going to go ahead and click on proceed to mockups. Now here's also, this is really powerful part of Printful is they give you all these custom mockups that you can use to kind of give your listing a lifelike feel. So we're just going to find one that looks pretty good. Let's see about this. And then you can even choose the color. So I'm actually going to stick with the dark black or the black heather for this. And you can add, it looks like this is actually a new feature. They just added this. So I'll also add the white one, and let's just do that. So that's cool. I've never even seen this one. This is brand new. Now we are going to do the description and title and everything. I'm going to go hop over to Amazon because I made this listing the other day. And see if I can find my shirt really quick. All right, hang tight, guys. Let me just pull this up. The reason I'm doing this is I have a lot of my products already listed on Amazon, and so what I like to do is, I normally try to spend most of my time doing the listing work or the keyword research work before I list it to merch, and then from there I use that as kind of my launch platform to sell in other places. So bear with me. We're just going to go pull this shirt up. You guys can see I've had a lot of shirts that have actually come down. So here we go. All right, so our shirt on Merch by Amazon, we're just going to go ahead and copy this title. And I'm going to take this t-shirt portion off. I like to leave their short sleeve unisex t-shirt on here. And then how I've been doing my descriptions is putting the title again, and then we're going to just copy the 2 bullet points that we made for this. So merch by Amazon, you know, you have to make 2 bullet points to kind of describe your product. So we're going to use that same information here. And then I also wrote a nice little cute description. So I'm going to take that and we're going to fill that in at the bottom. And there we go. Now, if you guys don't have a Merch by Amazon account and you're not selling on there, that's fine. You can just manually write these out. So this one says, if you love turtle artwork or marine animals, then this turtle themed gift idea is great for the beach lover in your life. Get this turtle accessory for your entire tropical vacation crew. So we're hitting on a lot of the keywords in there. I'm going to do another video after this video talking about how to do keywords for Etsy. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel for that. But you guys get the idea here, so we're not going to spend a ton of time. Now, this area is very important. This is the tag section. This is how people are going to help, or how you're going to be found on Etsy. And so this is where we want to use a lot of those same keywords. So I'm going to use the ones that I put in my listing. Sea turtle. And how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, there we go. We have 13. I don't change anything else on here. Add size guide. It's automatically going to put the size guide on there as an image, which I like. And then we can choose if we want this main style to be unisex, men or women. I leave it to unisex unless I have a shirt that's catering directly to, you know, one or the other. Now we're going to choose the pricing here. So we are going to increase it by 4.5. Okay, and so as you guys can see here, we're at $23.95 is kind of the starting price. So that means $10.40 to $11 in profit before our fees and expenses. But remember, guys, Etsy is going to take their percentage cut. I think it's about 10%. And we're going to have to also pay the shipping out of this. So $10.40 minus, you know, about $3 in Etsy fees. So that brings us down to about $7.40. And then our shipping is $4. So that's why we want to do this pricing structure. Obviously, you guys can play around with it. And we're going to click submit to store. And you guys will see down here, that shirt is now processing to our store. And we're going to wait for a minute. And then I'm going to show you guys the final step. That's very important. And let's go ahead and edit this. Now, while that's processing, I'm just going to go into the products and delete off our one listing that we do have. So bear with me. Let's see if this one's still going. Normally it takes about a minute or so for that to fully load in there. Deactivate. Okay. And let's see. All right. So there we go. Now we can click on edit in Etsy right here. That's going to open up the listing in Etsy directly. If we needed to make any other changes, we easily could do it right here on the Etsy side. It's taking its time to load. Let's close out some of these windows. And you guys can see that we have our main images populating, and it's added in a bunch of different color variants and that sizing chart, which is super, super nice. Let's go ahead and look at this main one. And you guys can see that's pretty cool, right? Our design, I just freaking love turtles, okay, is live with a nice mock-up. It looks great on this model here. And this is going to compel people to buy, right? It's a lifestyle image. So we have our title automatically came in. It automatically filled out all these categories, so we don't have to do anything here. You really don't have to add any information in this area. I normally will just check it really quick, scan it. You can change the renewal options. So right now it is renewing manually. We can set it to automatic. Now Etsy does have a listing fee. It's 20 cents each time, and I believe that goes for 4 months before it expires. It's either 3 or 4 months. So It's a really reasonable listing fee. All our tags have pulled in. If we had any kind of sections on our storefront, we could add those. We have quantity entered in, our pricing, all this stuff. Now, all we need to do, guys, is actually let's check the shipping really quick. You guys will see that Printful has created all of these different shipping policies for us. What we're going to do is I am actually going to change this to a free policy. And we're going to change this to free shipping. Oops, this is actually our international ones. We only want to change the United States to free shipping. I'm going to leave Canada and everywhere else with shipping costs integrated. Save profile. And then we, I think, are going to be able to save this just fine. So you guys will see we clicked publish, and now we have we're going to be charged 20 cents for actually listing this. It's non-refundable, so make sure it's something you want to list. And now that product is going to be live in our store, and let's go take a look at it really quick. So here's the product listing. We have our title in here. It's going to have all those product mock-ups that we wanted. So someone could come in here and buy this shirt, and we can start making sales, right here. And obviously, guys, there's going to be a lot more information you want to add into your storefront here. We really didn't spend a lot of time working on this store. So there's other areas you're going to want to fill out, normally like an about me or about us. You might want to add in your personal information or an image. It just gives your store a little bit more of a real feel. Let's see if this product is going to come up. And it looks like it's still loading in the system, so we're going to hang tight on this. But yeah, guys, this is live now in our store. It's going to take a full minute or so to actually fully process, but you guys can see over here we have all of that description and information. So I know this video has gone on, let's see, about 20 minutes, so it's been a little longer than I intended, but I hope that video was helpful for you guys. This is a really easy way to get started with e-commerce and selling online, and if you're already selling on Merch by Amazon or another platform, this is a great way to take your designs that you already have there and easily list them over to Etsy and kind of create a second channel or a second income stream for yourself and really grow your business. So let me know down below in the comments if you guys are having success with Etsy and Printful. Printful is definitely a highly recommended tool that I utilize. Yes, there are other options out there, so let me know if you guys are testing out any other ones with success. But I hope that video was helpful for you guys, and as always, subscribe to the channel if you want to learn more about e-commerce, and check the description below. I'm going to put a link to Printful, to Etsy, and to everything else that I mentioned in this video, so that you guys can help grow your own e-commerce business. So with that being said, guys, we will see you at the next video. Cheers.